Oh, yeah, it's here. Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. Whew, we made it another week. I'm super excited. I got a lot lined up for you guys. Been working on revamping the show a little bit, gussying it up, giving it a little glitz and glamour. We'll see. Yeah, so much news to talk about. There are other pundits in the YouTube community who also do what I do, talk about pop culture and all that good stuff on their morning shows, and we're gonna get to some of that and a whole lot more. But in the meantime, you know the drill. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack. Well, because it's time for the morning mug. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. Oh, yeah, let's splash with a little sunshine here. The morning mug welcomes you all. So glad to have you here today so we can talk about all kinds of good stuff. First of all, let's just pop over, see who's hanging out this morning. I know we got a stacked room here. I read that first one. I don't really know what that means, but I'm gonna go to Caveman. Smash that like button. Yeah, I love it. I don't even have the show up. How do I sound? Dang, I totally forgot. You guys let me know real quick. I'll scan to the bottom in case you're telling me we can't hear you, Hook. But yeah, that's how excited I was. I didn't even pull up my own show. I usually do an audio check. I'm going as fast as I can. But Caveman, thank you for letting everyone know to smash that like button. I am curious how we're doing in the like department. Let's take a look. Excellent. We got 12 likes, 22 watching. All right. It is going to be a great morning show. Let's see. Gary's Comics and Mornings here says, Yo, Huck, good morning. Get ready to laugh your ass off on trivia next week. Well, promises, promises. You know it, man. Adrian James saying, How's it going, Huck? Going good. Mention Scott's here. Good morning, everyone. And Hucks, did you hear that people got to see the Flash early? I know there's all kinds of people getting to see stuff early. Harumph, where's my press pass? I've been out here in Hollywood since 91. Ain't got no dang press pass. I got to work on that. Hey, everyone. I wonder if Brando Critic got to see that yet. Hey, Mama Blu-ray. It's so adorable seeing you last night on Bob's show. You're so good. You're such good TV. Just remember, you got your collector's card first. Oh, my God. All right. Caveman says, so remember, Huck, in last night's stream, you said you don't wear any pants. Well, I mean, I could have just been poking fun at why it's so glorious to work from home. I constantly wear pants. You never know. Somebody might knock on the door, offer me like sweepstakes of $1 million. Can't be answering the door with no pants on. I got pants on. Don't make me show you. All right. Hey, Huck, how are you? Mary, it is not a morning show without you here. So I love your smiling face. Hey, he's getting some haze out there, some hellos, some haze. Corey, what's going on, man? Hey, Tony's here. Hey, Huck and everyone. Awesome seeing you here, buddy. I know you're probably getting out. It's going to be a fun day. Morning, Huck, morning chat. Thanks, Rob. Goomy's here. Good morning, Hookamaniacs. I'll be listening in the morning rather than talking a lot, but I'm here and ready for the weekly Huck Heck Yeah. Or is it Heck Huck Yeah? I don't know. All right. Hello, Huck. Sean, what's going on, man? Good morning from Cinema Geek 100. What's up, buddy? Saying, hey. Gilmy saying, I'll be buying Shazam 2 on 4K. Yeah, did you notice that was although I know you're working and probably not watching, Gumi, but the movie of the day that was on my movie stand is Shazam Fury of the Gods, because we will be talking about some new releases. And oh boy, I can't wait to show you. I could be just overhyping my new the stuff that I have ready for you guys. But I don't know. I'm excited to see your reaction towards it. You guys will be seeing it for the first time. Just you guys, just all 25 of you right now. And maybe we'll get to 30. Huck, did you ever get around to giving any of those codes? You know what? That's a great idea. I wanted to save some for the trivia that's coming up, but I'd love to give one away. So y'all, the lovely and talented Marriott from Finland who knows all kinds of good stuff, has graced us with a few digital codes. So I'm going to give one away. Let me see which one I got handy and ready. Let's see. All right. So we're going to give away Pearl. Because I know there's a lot of you horror buffs out there who like themselves a good, tasty horror movie. So Pearl, we're going to be giving away Pearl, but you got to be able to answer a question. So, okay, we're not going to ask that because I think you're all going to know. What's the, okay, here we go. It'll be a two-parter because, she's in Finland by cracky. So we got to make this. So one, you got to tell me the other movie the character's from. That's super easy. But then I want the director of Pearl. So I need the director of Pearl and then another movie that her character Pearl is in. Go! First one to type it in the chats as I see it. Again, as you guys know, it all has to be how we see it on our end. Is the only fair way I can do it. So yeah. So type that in, and then I'll jump down there in a second and take a peek. Saying, hey, I work from home in my nightgown. Nice. Sometimes I start work from home in my robe. I got my Captain Kirk robe. Why not? Cinema Man, what's up, buddy? Just doing my thing. Oh, wow. Okay, things are popping at the bottom. Let's go look. All right, y'all. So I'm jumping ahead here. Good job, y'all. So the first one I get is Movie Fan 91 because I'm going to go right above it. Here's how I see it. So above that is Marriott saying, nice, Pearl's a good one. Then I go to Tiana, and then the very next thing as I click is Movie Fan 91, Ty West and X is correct. So you're not on Instagram. We got to change that, but hit me up over on Facebook. I think that's where you're at. So I will send you the code over there. Congratulations. You are the winner of Marriott's first code. We got more. Look at that. See, that's how we do. And I love that you're here when we give it away, Marriott. That way you can see who got it. Sometimes, y'all, I've given codes away and I ask people, let me know who got the code. And then no one, I think everyone just, they scramble for the code like a bunch of beavers, chewing up a dam. And then like no one tells me they got the code, which is fine. It was just fine. I just kind of enjoy knowing who's enjoying the code. All right. Because I jumped all the way down, I'm super sorry because now I got to try to remember where I left off before that. So we're just going to do a little one of these things. Heck yeah. There we go. Did you give away any codes? All right. Let's see. Hello. Look at that. Look at that. So everybody's like in a good, gracious mood. I love that. I'm so glad you're going to be on Bob's Berry Channel tomorrow. Thanks, Emmett. Yes, I don't know what's going to happen. Tune in. Oh, I'm a little worried, y'all. It's Bob. You don't know what he's got planned. Saying hi. What's up, my friend? Oh, yeah. I think we did that. I can't. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm repeating these. See when you jump all the way down. Here we go. Cinema Geek says, Huck, have you heard of an actress who goes by, of course, Jenna Ortega. Who doesn't know Jenna Ortega? The lovely and talented Jenna Ortega currently came out in Wednesday and Scream 6 and going to be in something else that I'm going to talk about in just a minute. Look at you guys. You guys helping me out, telegraphing what's coming up. All right, we got that. Ty West, is Avatar 2 coming? Yes, we have release dates for Avatar 2. I think that's the date. I'd have to double check if that's the date, but it's coming out. And there's also talk that the first Avatar is coming out with it as well. Almost answered that myself. That's okay. I would have just, I'd honored you, but then skipped to the next person. Hey, Tiana saying, Tiana, how are you, by the way? Always good to see you. Let's see. Congrats. See, you're able to congratulate Movie Fan 91. Let's see. Hey, Slow 06. Hey, Huck, great to see you. Have trivia night coming. Yes, next Wednesday. In fact, you know what? Time to put a pin in it, and we're going over. So, first thing is up is we're going to slap up the new graphic. Little magic gliss right there. There we go. So, there's my new graphic that we're going to be using for the rest of the show, and I'll show you what's coming with that. And in the meantime, here is the trivia, y'all. So please put it on your calendars. Wait, I just have to pull you down here for a second. Slow. So we can see the graphic properly. All right, so here is what's coming up, y'all. Bam! Next Wednesday night, May 31st, 7:30, my time, 10:30 your time. Maria, of course, your time is whatever that time will be, of course. Here we go. Look at these banger cast. Nerdy Film Girl, Draculina, Dude Who Loves Movies, and Gary McNerney, who claims it's going to be super funny. But there you go. Those are the 4 contestants that are going to be battling it out. I'm super excited about that. So tune in for it. All right, let's get the graphic back up. And we're going to bounce into my little, into my bubble over here. You ready? There you go. A little magic for you. So now with our blank slate, let's see. We're going to talk about, first up is what we just mentioned, Jenna Ortega. So here we go. First graphic up is Beetlejuice 2. So excited about this. And then yet not at the same time because Beetlejuice is such a fantastic film. But the thing is, back in the day, there was always a talk of Beetlejuice 2. It was going to be Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. I mean, that would have been pretty hilarious as well. But, you know, it's tough because it's been like 35 years. It's been like a long time. So, but Jenna Ortega is coming as her spawn. I think that's proper term to use for this one. But look at Winona. Look at Winona in this picture up here. I'm actually going to, yeah. She looks as moody as she did before. So that's intriguing that the character is retaining the same gothic look, you know, because usually people evolve their look and taste over time. But I do love, I love this shot down here of Beetlejuice next to the director Tim Burton. Like Tim literally looks like he looks like Beetlejuice. Got the hair all scraggling out. So yeah, I'm super excited because I'm hopeful more than anything that it doesn't taint. But look, that's a lot of good talent. I love Jenna Ortega. I love that Winona's back. And you get Michael Keaton back. Yes, it's a 70-year-old Michael Keaton, but look, he's playing Batman again. And everyone's really excited about that. Like the most buzz about Flash 2 is the fact that Keaton's in Batman in it. So that's cool. I'm going to read a little blurb over here that I'm looking at. It says, Winona Ryder looks exactly like you'd expect after 35 years, suggesting Beetlejuice 2's other returning characters will have similar iconic appearances, including Catherine O'Hara as Delia Dietz, the mom. I hope she's there. Yeah, because I love Catherine O'Hara. You guys seen Schitt's Creek? Oh my God. I was late to the game on that show, but I love that show. It is, the timing in that show is, it's just impeccable. If you haven't seen it, a recommendation from the Huckster would be Schitt's Creek. And look, I'm with you. Sometimes like when people like recommend something like, oh, you would love this. I don't know if you'll love it, right? I know that I love it. I hate pushing that you'll love it. Like people like know you. All I know is, that everyone kept telling me that a lot to the point where I just eventually wanted to see it, and it didn't disappoint me. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it was, I couldn't stop chugging it. Tea reference. All right. Speaking of tea, hang on. Let's enjoy some. Let's see. Anyway, so we got this great set photo of Winona Ryder looking pretty promising. So yeah, I'm pretty down with this. I have some other Hollywood news. I'll do this one next. This one's a little bittersweet. We lost Ray Stevens yesterday. And of course, he's been in Thor, Divergent, Rome, Punisher. Got a couple of picks up here. The first time I remember seeing him was in Rome, which was a pretty terrific show. I believe that was an HBO show. And then, you know, he came out in the Thor movie with Chris Hemsworth as one of his buddies. He fought hard, y'all. And of course, the Punisher in the second movie, Punisher Warzone. And yeah, man, I think he was in the middle of shooting a movie. They said it was an illness he went into. They wouldn't elaborate, at least when I last checked. I haven't done a ton this morning because I was getting the family out today. But as of yesterday, when I researched this, it just said he went in for an illness and then something happened. So they didn't divulge much more than that from when I was looking. If you guys know more, let me know if you guys have heard what happened to our buddy Ray Stevens. Dudes and dudettes, he was 58. 58. That is not old, man. That is not old. When you're a kid, 58 sounds old, but when you get to your 30s and 40s, 50s is just 10 years away from that, and you still feel like this. Look, I hit the big 5-0. People don't believe it. I was on the phone. I'll tell you a joke. It ain't a joke. That's what's sad. So, so I was on the phone with home warranty people, and they go, "Oh yeah, so we're going to cover your house for this much money." And the guy goes, "Well, this is a dumb question to ask, because I mean, you don't sound like it, but are you a senior?" Because you're going to be 55, which of course I hit that number. And they go, "Oh, okay, well, we have an even bigger discount for you, because I literally thought you were 25 on the phone." So I got that going for me. So I think it just blew half your people's minds, in case you didn't know, in the age bracket the huckster was. But that's right, man. Come on, some of you 20s, 30s, I'll dance circles around you. Let's go. All right, let's keep going. Do I want to do some more news? All right, let's do some indie news for you. Ready? All right, here we go. Indiana Jones. We're going to talk about. I've been following this pretty close, and I put this BS Rotten Tomatoes thing up just to show you guys, because I don't care. Like, this whole thing, like 50% of the critics, slightly more actually, are not liking it, and the others have. That just means that there's a finite amount of people who've already seen it, critic wise. And notice there is no audience score, so just wait for the fans to get out and see this movie, so they can put in their 2 cents, and we'll go from there. I know he's old and there's de-aging, but it's supposed to be flashbacks, which I was worried about. I thought, given a title like Dial of Destiny, I swear to God, I thought it was going to be time travel. Like you dial the thing, then Indy goes back 30 years. I'm like, oh God, please don't do that. It was bad enough dealing with aliens and Crystal Skull, which, it had its moments in that movie. It wasn't a complete train wreck. People crap on it as a whole, but there are really good diamonds in the rough in that movie. The introduction of that movie is fantastic. When he's in I'm not talking about the fridge, right up to about the fridge, it was pretty good. He's fighting with Kate Blanchett and beating up dudes, and gives the quip, like, he whips and he tries to make it, and then he falls on top of the guys, and he's like, "I thought it was closer," giving you a little humor that his eyesight's maybe going a little bit because he's getting older. There was some charm in that movie, but this one, we got James Mangold, Copland, y'all, which I talked about with Dell on Movies, as a fantastic film, and he enjoyed it as well. This is a top-notch director, and this is an iconic character. So I don't know what the critics were looking for, but in the same breath, I just want it to be a good film, a send-off. I mean, look, we can't do anymore. Look, just looking at Harrison in the trailer, he's like, I think we're done. Just put a pin in it after this, and we'll wave goodbye. All right. So there. So is that all my Hollywood news? I do have one more Hollywood news. Do you guys let me know if you want to talk about? I'm going to talk about this guy real quick. What the heck? I'll just do it. John Campea. All right. So speaking of pundits that do what I do. So this guy, John Campea, is very popular here on YouTube. I watch him all the time. Big fan of John's. John even had a sponsorship program, which I entered. He never talks about it, though. I feel like the only time he'll answer, like, "Hey, how's the sponsorship program going?" is I have to put in a super chat, like put in at least $2 to ask the question so I can hear the answer. Because he's supposed to take a YouTuber like myself and check out my channel. And if he likes it, he will sponsor you for a year with Robert Burnett. So the guy in the middle right here is Robert Meyer Burnett. Hang on, I'm just checking me out over here. Okay, Robert Meyer Burnett. And they will consult with you one-on-one and private Zooms, and you get to talk to him and all that good stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. I'm tired of giving him super chats to find out where it's at. So if he talks about it, he talks about it. However, here's the thing. John has decided to do something a little new, which is to stop his live morning show, which is what I watch all the time. Like when I work from home, I pop him on off to the side, as I do a lot of my fellow YouTubers. You know, one of the perks of working from home is I can have you off to the side and I don't have a manager wagging his finger like, what is that? John Campea, get that crap off. But that's how I would learn about all these up and coming things and what's new and what's hot and all that. And now it's all been relegated to his pay portion. You have to pay to see that live now. And when it comes back on, it's an audio only podcast. Boo. Like honestly, yes, I tend to listen while I'm working, but I also like to see the interactions and what's going on. It's just less interesting for me with that. Hang on, let me pop up the ticker here. Watch how my ticker goes right in that spot. Ready? Boom. There you go. See that, John Campea? It's like magic. Come on, you got to sponsor me. But anyway, so he's retiring. He's saying goodbye in a couple of years. He's been laying off his staff. Robert Meyer Burnett, if you don't know, is a big Hollywood producer. He's produced a lot of stuff. Most recently, he had a film called Tango Shalom, which was pretty good. And the guy next to them is one of their assistants. He's still on the show. But a lot of the star talent John's had has gone away. And that includes Robert Meyer Burnett and to a smaller degree, Chris, that there's a voice artist named Chris, and Cummings is her last name. Why am I blanking on her first name? Oh my gosh, I forgot her first name. Anyway, so they are the celebrity guests that tend to pop on, and they're not on there very much. So it really looks like he's sort of cleaning house and lowering his pocketbook so he doesn't have to. So when he goes out, he's got as much cash as possible. So I thought that was a noteworthy thing. He's been a big presence here on YouTube. Don't know if any of you guys watch John Campea, but hey, if Campea's squeezing out, maybe the Huckster's got to move in. Just put me right on that platform. That's what I think, y'all. See, if he watches today's show, he'll see me talking, about his show and letting everybody know Campea was a great place. A lot of people coming down hard on John though, because of what he's doing. They're calling him, fake or shyster or all this stuff. But look, I mean, he's still a business guy. He can run it however he wants to. Unfortunately, sometimes it'll either click or won't click with audience. And right now it's not clicking for me because I want to see that morning show. And all you get now are the clips. So I have to sort of wait until after the show is done and then they clip it out. And then the clips will pop up randomly throughout the day. So anyway, that is it for the John Campea news. All right. Let's go back to just our comments here and see what everybody's up to. All right. Wait. Oh my goodness. Hang on before we go too far. Shazam, look at this. Brent Mania 89, brother. Gave me a $2 super chat. Stay gold, pony boy. That's right. I will. I'll stay golden. And I am going to be getting out some fresh new thank you material, but hang on, I gotta find it. I got so much graphics now, y'all. It's crazy. What do you think so far? Are we digging the graphics? I'll get to the comments. Maybe you guys are saying something. But there's just so much now. All right, Brent Mania, this is yours. Yeah. All right. Little Matthew McConaughey, get you going. Thank you for that so much. I appreciate it. All right. I put a pin in this. Wow, you guys are lighting up the chats. I love it. We got 36 watching, 17 likes. Please smash it if you can. Question: what's a TV show that you would totally come out as a complete set box set that surprisingly hasn't yet? Ooh, well, I will tell you, definitely anything on Disney, because they're just not putting anything out. Like personally, I would love Mando is getting a little snory for me, more like Mando Snorian. Season 3 was just so dull. He was just walking around and taking baths for 3 episodes, and I don't know. It feels like it's just, I don't know if it feels like more for kids. Maybe kids just like all that walking and flying and shooting without a really good story. But like WandaVision would be the one I would want. That would be it, because that started it off. I thought it was a really creative show, bouncing between all the sitcom styles. That would be a fantastic set that I would like. As far as something else, it's funny because there may be things out I don't know about. I have a lot of the ones I like. But I would say definitely WandaVision. Thanks all. Yes, sir. Jenna Ortega and Beetlejuice. Did you dig that? Jenna Ortega was awesome. And I loved her on Wednesday. You know, I think I was the biggest fan of the show at my house. Like my daughter liked it, my wife liked it, but I'm like, hey, 2 in a row? Want to go another? And they're like, yeah, let's wait till tomorrow night. I'm like, come on now. But yeah. Let's see what else I can do. Hold on. I'm going to go back to full screen until we come back to the stuff. Hold on one second. Ready? Hey, y'all, what's going on? Let's see. I'll put my frame up. There we go. Just trying to balance it all. See, this is why you need John's got all these button pushers that do all this for him, you know? So, but anyway, this is aesthetically looking pretty good. All right, cool. Yeah, but I loved her in Wednesday. She was fantastic. Brent says, good morning. Werewolf TV show from 87, Gumi. Oh, yeah? It was great back in the day. Werewolf TV show. Which werewolf TV show? Was it called Werewolf? Because I'm pretty good with TV and the 80s, and I don't remember one called Werewolf. Yeah, anyway. Sounds cool, though. I like my dad's on it. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Chris here. He's been on trivia a couple of times, and now his dad's going to come on and see if he can take the W home with him next Wednesday night. Speaking of Wednesday night, let's see. Let me put a pin in this. I don't have the graphic here, but please go over to Bob's Blu-rays channel. Tomorrow night, I will be on his Hall of Fame, which I greatly appreciate. He called me up and said, hey, man, you want to be on the Hall of Fame? I'm like, let's go. So he's got a whack night plan. I'm sure if you guys have seen his Hall of Fame, he's always got a lot of fun surprises lined up and questions to pepper you with that you have no idea what are coming. And I don't know, guests that are going to pop on probably, maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's changed up the style. Maybe it's just me and him. I don't know. But come over there tomorrow night, Bob's Blu-rays. I'll remember to put a thing down in the chat, in the description on Bob's channel, so you can go check it out. So there you go. All right, we got 34 watching, 17. Come on, y'all, if y'all digging today's show. We're in like the zone today, man. Let's get that at least up to 20, 25 at least, right? Come on now. Let's go. Look at that. Cinema Man. Sisu was awesome. He saw it. Cool. What you expect, good action, but good cinematography, and I like that straightforward story. I got to see that. That is on my radar. Fish says, good morning, everyone. What's up, Fish? Fish and I got a little something planned for you guys, too, coming up soon. Stay tuned. Just be on the lookout. Me and Fish and a few others. That's a little tease you get right there. Maria says, I'll try to catch that trivia night. I'm a night owl. Nice. I was about to sing Night Owl from but I'm not gonna. Don't want no monetization happen. Hey, Mama Blu-ray, what's going on? She's saying hey to Fish. I know she's already been here. Hey, Adrian, getting some haze out there to Cinema Man. She hasn't seen Sisu herself yet, but she's happy you enjoyed it. Mama Bonnie, Beetlejuice 2 is a must-see. I mean, look, if anything, out of curiosity, you got to go see it. And if it's half as good, well, no. If it's as good as Wednesday, I'll be happy. I would say half as good because then that would not be very good. But if it's as good as Wednesday, I think we got ourselves a winner. I thought Burton did some really fun stuff in Wednesday. I love the look of it. The performance is great. Now, so riddle me this, Batman. So here's the only caution, right? Is she was so good as Wednesday, which is very similar to Lydia from Beetlejuice, that what is she going to do as Lydia's child that won't look like she's doing Wednesday or her take on Winona's character? You know what I mean? So now I feel like Jenna is going to have to use all of her acting skills to find a new angle to come at that character from that doesn't feel too similar to either one. And that's tough because I feel like her Wednesday is like a Christina Ricci and Lydia sort of combined thing, which is what really like the daughter would be, but she's already done Wednesday. So it'll be curious to see the persona she injects into the child. Eugene Levy is hysterical in Schitt's Creek. Yes. Oh my gosh. So good. Tim, Ken, yeah, I saw you thinking like Beetlejuice too. Yuck. I know. Look, I'm with you. Like blasphemy, Beetlejuice too. But look, back in the day though, when we were loving Beetlejuice, we were all dying for that sequel. However, I get it. The curses don't do sequels so far apart. Like, what was it? The Independence Day was 20 years after. Zoolander was 10. Indiana Jones was like 08. Oh my God, was that like 19 years after the last Crusade? So yeah, Beetlejuice 2 being 35. That's 1 year less than Top Gun Maverick. And yes, Top Gun Maverick sort of broke the rules there, but it kind of is the only one. All these other ones I've mentioned have tanked. So that's the I'm with you part here, Ken, which is, yeah, it's been a long time. And, you know, that audience, here's the thing. Top Gun Maverick did well if you've never even seen it. So the audience for that, like that was us. We went for the nostalgia. This is why it did so well. It was great. However, if you just went to the movies to see a kick-ass movie, it was also that without any connection to the first movie needed at all. And it was a win. Beetlejuice is a very specific comedy that is very connected, in my opinion. So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm sort of like half with you and Michelle. It's like I'm game for it because I would love to see what these talents can do. Because look, Keaton's back; he's on top of the world right now. Burton did a fantastic job with Wednesday, but you are messing with a classic from 35 years ago, and the audience that is initially geared towards is us, the people that know this movie, not the new people. So Top Gun was able to get over that hurdle of new people. I don't think Beetlejuice has that same thing, unless it's the Wednesday crowd that comes to it, because that show did very well, and that was pretty much like, I think, the Stranger Things crowd, you know, like the young crowd, and the older crowd like me that liked Stranger Things also went to Wednesday. If you're an Addams Family fan, you went to it. So yeah, Beetlejuice that's just going to be, I think we're going to see a trailer to sway us yes or no. But yeah, I hear you, dog. That old cast plus Ortega, I'm in. Yeah, like I said, all the talent involved means I'm in, but that's going to be a tough one. That's a sequel way too long in advance. So here we go. A little bit. Lexus. Oh, can I say it out loud? My thing. Okay, good. It didn't go off. My Amazon item did not go off. Watch your blasphemy, Ken. He can't help himself. He's a strong opinion. I get it. Oh, jump on a well, Ken. Ken stirring the pot. Hey there, Ken. Look at all the fish. Here, Kenny levels, more fish. What's up, Jim Powers? Good morning, man. Hello, Mr. Powers. Movies and Train Studio. How you doing, buddy? Says, howdy, Huck. Excited to hear about it. Yeah, I know, man. Super bummed on that. I did, like I said, 58. Son of a gun. Started eating my Wheaties immediately. And again, thank you, Brent Mania, for that. Good morning, Chef. All right, get some haze out there again. I know. Guy was only 58. Too young. Dang tootin'. Let's see. Huck, how's it going, brother? Subjective Perspective Collective, listening at work. Hope you're having a good day, sir. I am. I got all these awesome people here with me, so that always makes the day golden. Let's see. Hey, we're going to go to some more news here in just a sec. Fish. Oh, no, this new Indiana movie is going to suck, huh? I don't want it to. So, yeah, like I know everyone kind of keeps jumping on this it's going to suck wagon, and it's James Mangold's directing, Ford's acting, and like just because he's old doesn't mean he doesn't still do good stuff. So I'm hopeful. I don't want it to suck. So for me, I'm not going to say that because I don't want it to. So, they say manifest. So I'm going to manifest the crap out of that movie. It's going to be freaking amazing. There, I've manifested that. That's what I want out there. So Jim will find out right after it comes out if I manifested hard enough. It says, hey. Like Michael Jackson at 50. Oh, yeah, I know. Except, that was a sort of a whoopsie on his doctor over medicating him. And then basically, so that was a bummer. I remember being at work, y'all. So like I used to work at a TV station. I was their editor / director / maker of all their commercials. And the staff that goes out and sells these ads that I go out and shoot, they're down the hallway from me. And this one lady, she's like a super Michael Jackson fan. And I'm just working, I'm just editing a spot, cutting away. I don't have everything on like I do here. Like, I tend to have on like multiple things when I work nowadays. So I didn't know that he had just passed away. And you could hear her scream at the back of the hall, "Oh my God, no." And she goes running down the hall. I'm like, "Whoa, my God, what happened?" She's like, "Michael Jackson died." I was like, ah. So yeah, I remember that very vividly because one of his super fans came screaming down the hallway. It was so traumatic. Poor girl. Perspective Collective. I keep hearing mixed things, but I want to say, yeah, I mean, look, like I said, the Rotten Tomatoes is 50%, it's already in the rotten category. So I don't know. I don't know. He also, James Mangold also made Logan, which was one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. Movies and Trains Studios says, John is a great content creator. That's going to stink to see him leave the platform. I know, right? He's really good. He's had some great people on there. And I enjoy his show. Yeah. I mean, I have it on daily, but I mean, I hate to say it because he made the choice and he used analytics as to why it was still okay. But guess what? Ever since he did it, he's not been on my computer since. And not that I don't want to, it's just that I sort of enjoyed that morning show, kind of like how you guys have me on right now. I would then have John on, and that would be a nice thing to have on. But without him on live, you have to sort of wait and find those clips throughout the day. But then I'm in the middle of editing and stuff, so I can't just click on a live show and then just start working. So I don't know if he's losing subscribers. I've heard he's already lost several because they don't like this, but hey, the dude's, if he's in a financial state where he's ready to live life and walk away, that's cool too. That's why you work your ass off to get to the point where you can retire and enjoy your life while you can still do that. So, but yeah, that sort of energy and presence will be missed. So like I said, John, come on, man, check out the show. Pick me, man. I'll step in. Tiana wants to know, Maria, if you're on Instagram. Yes. Look for each other. I don't want to, share things, but yes. So maybe you two can find each other on Instagram. Tiana, she just followed. Oh, there it is. So there you go. So people are following her. So maybe if you go to Sean's, you'll see that she's there, and you can click that, and everybody be friends. This is what we do. Cool. See, look at that. Everything I'm saying is already happening. I can't read ahead. All right, y'all. It's 8:38. I might go to some other news things real quick. Tiana, yes, but I rarely use it. Only a couple of cat pics. And they are adorable cat pics. Don't downplay those cute cat pics, man. Love it. Pretty cool and professional. Like, all right, caveman. I'm going to put a pin in you, and we're going to go back and do some more. All right. So that was the Hollywood news. Now let's get into some. I know some of you are going out to shop today because it is Blues Day Tuesday. So here we go. Ready? On a 1 and a 2. Here we go. Let's talk about what's coming out. You saw it in my intro. On the movie stand was Shazam. And there we go, y'all. We have some Shazam, Fury of the Gods coming out. I love this movie. It was entertaining. I'm not going to lie. For me, I thought it was fantastic. But you also have the Brotherhood of the Wolf. That's the first thing there. Creed 3, The Running Man's coming out on regular 4K, so not the Steelbook. Shazam, of course, has a couple of versions. You got the Blu-ray, you got the 4K, you got the Steelbook. We got you some Crank. So if you guys are fans of Crank, that's coming out there. Petite Mammon, whatever that is. Ken, look, it's the VHS movies, VHS 99. Don't you get all those? I know that's where Rotman comes from. And no, I do not have a shot of Rotman to suddenly throw up on the screen. That would kind of freak you out. Like, well, yeah, that was ready to go. No. But yeah, are you a fan of that franchise or just some of them? Okay, so yeah, more Creed 3 examples. My Man Godfrey coming out. Let's see what else we got. Like I said, plenty of Creed 3s. Similar with Creed 3, we got you some 4K, Steelbooks, and Blu-rays. So whatever floats your boat, get out and grab that. We have Warm Water, Soundies, The Ultimate Collection. Fist of the Condor. Sounds like a rad kung fu movie. Oh crap! Once again, something that's too small that I can't read it. Something Alive 2. Lava Alive. Oh no. Anyway, so this is the thing when you do screenshots, those things get a little fuzzy. Consecration, little horror looking thing. More Shazam and Creeds, an anime. Last Sentinel. There's a VHS 99. Looks like one's probably a steel book or at least something. Yeah, it looks like a steel book. The Creed collection. So if you like all those Creeds, you can pick them up. If you haven't picked any up, this is probably your best deal on Blu-ray, Creed 1, 2, and 3. Although it's a little weird, like obviously because the newer one is Creed 3. So look how they've advertised this. Creed 3 is on the top, then 2, then 1. That's kind of stupid. Come on. I mean, really? I get it. Creed 3 is the new one, but you're going to reverse order that's like if you did the Rocky set with Rocky 4, Rocky 3, Rocky 2, then Rocky 1. That's why would you do that? Anyway, I'm going to say Something Delivered. Stand and Delivered? No, I don't know what that is. Majestic Prince, more anime. That looks like one of the Kung Fu ones. Is that one of the Kung Fu ones? Who knows that? My daughter would know that exactly. I should call her up. Hey, kid, who's this on the thing? Shazam 2-pack. They did the same thing. Fury of the Gods on the top, Shazam on the bottom. I get it. You're trying to promote the newer one, but okay. The Addams Family animated movie. It's out on Blu-ray. More Shazam, Theodora, and Thorn. So there you go. So there's a good collection of things to go out and get. I would say the hot ones for today is Shazam and Creed 3. I would definitely want to pick up Shazam, hands down. I already have the Steelbook on Running Man, so don't need that. Crank is a good title. And the rest, yeah, I'm not in a hurry for anything else. So yeah, that would be I think what most people are gonna zip out to go get. Let's see. All right, let's just pop up a few more questions and then I'll go to the next round of stuff. I'll keep this up while people are looking. Gosh, you guys are really doing a great job on the questions today. Goodness, I can't even find the pin. There's so many. There it is. Wow. Very impressed, y'all. All right, here we go. Let's see. I know I see yours, Tiana. Let's see. Oh, I love cats. Brent says, my main complaint about John Campea is we never got a goodbye show after all these years. It was a slap in the face of the fans of the show. He handled this poor. I agree, Brent. Yeah. This is a good conversation here. Yeah, he just came out, threw it at us, and that's it. That was that. Like, where's the big bring everybody in? Bring Aaron. There it is. Aaron Cummings. I couldn't remember Aaron's name earlier. Aaron Cummings, Chris Carter, say the name Chris, and all the guests that he's had on. Like, it would be nice to like have that sort of announcement with those people that help you get there. Because look, honestly, I don't mind his brother-in-law Ray and the others but they're just not the same as having Rob on there and Chris on there. They have a different energy to them because they're in the business. They know a little stuff. So when John doesn't know something, he turns to them and says, hey, Chris, you know more about this writer strike than I do. What's your opinion? And it's that voice that's now missing from the show. So I guess he could still have a goodbye show at the very, very end, but I mean, that's 2 years later is kind of what he's saying. So I don't know who he would get. Would anybody care for that? Because, the thing about a goodbye show is you don't quite see it coming. And then you get the announcement maybe 6 months prior, maybe like all of our late night shows, like we knew when Letterman was leaving and Stephen Colbert, when they were leaving their shows, and Jon Stewart, they kind of let you know it was coming. And so it built up, built. And you get to that last show and then everybody comes on. It's just a good time. So yeah, I feel like we've been sort of robbed of that good time because now it's already just, well, crap, you're leaving. All right, whatever, so you just kind of like meander for 2 years until it just goes away. Anywho, I hear you. I'm with you. Tiana, I'm following you already. Look at that. Just made friends. I like making friends. Favorite cartoon and non-cartoon as a child and favorite childhood movie. All right, favorite cartoon. All right, I have a couple. Super Friends was always huge. Scooby-Doo and Johnny Quest. I mean, literally, that was my Saturday morning cartoons. I had to sing that, but I did. Uh, those are those are my Saturday morning. Those are the cartoons that always won the dial battle. Because back in my day, we only had 3 channels. We didn't have the Cartoon Network. It wasn't even like tons of cable channels yet, where you could get cartoons 24/7. And so they would bang back and forth between ABC, NBC, and CBS. And so you had to figure out where your cartoons were falling on that day. I mean, once the season started, you knew where they were, but then you had to choose, oh, am I going to watch the Bugs Bunny thing, or am I going to pop over to Super Friends? And sometimes they'd even be like halfway into each other. So then you'd be like watching Bugs Bunny for half a thing, and then, oh, do I want to go over to Johnny Quest, Scooby Doo? So yeah, so that was my stuff. Non-cartoon as a child. So I talked about this on. If you guys have not seen the Collectors Club, we did episode 3 on Sunday night, and that one we did over on Tim Talks Talkies channel. So what we're doing is we rotate who gets to host, because now there's I want to blow it in case you haven't seen it. So there's several of us on the show, right? And so we want each of us to have an opportunity to be the host. So it's funny because I think someone didn't quite get it. They were watching and they said, "Oh, yeah, you were a really great guest on Tim's show last night." I'm like, no, we're not guests. We're all sort of hosts. One of us is just hosting it, right? So, but we are all the same team. We're all the Collectors Club, and we just like sharing the host duties because we think it's fun. It's nice to have a different person's energy host it and do their take on how they move things along and present graphics and stuff like that. And Tim did a banger job. And anyway, that's a long way to tell you the non-cartoon was Shazam. That's right. Shazam was a live action Saturday morning show. And dudes and dudettes, let me tell you, that was good stuff. When you're a kid, and the only live action superhero to that point was like all the black and white Supermans with George Reeves, or even earlier with Kirk Allen, which I never even saw at that point. So this was like in color, and it was before Chris Reeve as Superman, right? So it was even before that. So you get this live action in color superhero doing his thing, and he's like, Shazam, lightning bolt hits him, and he turns into, Jackson Bostwick, his boss looking superhero. So yeah, that was always good. And then it turned into like a spinoff, Isis, right? Oh, mighty Isis, and the clouds roll and the winds from above take her, because she says the words and flies next to Shazam. That's right. We got crossovers before they were crossovers, y'all, with Shazam and Isis on a couple of episodes. So, that kind of stuff as a superhero fan, I was bonkers for. All right. And a favorite childhood movie. My favorite childhood movie. That's a good question, because I don't know if I had a solid movie. I was a big fan of like the Herbie the Love Bug movies, the Herbie movies, the Apple Dumpling Gang, Witch Mountain, all that stuff. As a kid, I remember enjoying those kind of films, but I don't know if there's one. I don't think until I got older that I started having favorites. Like, my dad took us to Smoking the Bandit, and that became like a favorite. So yeah. Sorry, I'm still in this little hole here. All right, hang on. We'll I didn't know we were going to talk so much. All right, hang on. Here we go. This is a lot to do, y'all. Here we go. All right, wait in the frame. I'm getting it, y'all. I'm getting it. There's a lot. Like I said, I prepared a lot for you. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see, 8:48. I got to get back to some more news here in a second. I've been busy with Dad. I haven't posted much. Oh, that's all right, man. I wonder if I'm following back. Let me just see. It's so funny, Johnny, you say that. Like, there's so much now. There's so much going on. There's so much social media. There's so many shows that I swear half the time I feel like I see everyone's name so often. I'm like, oh yeah, we're friends. We're following. And I recently, I'm like, oh, I'm not following that person yet. So so, I'll always try to stay on top of it. If I don't always respond either back and forth, it's also because I get a lot of people like reaching out to me daily, like just trying to talk. And I do have to work. Like when 9 o'clock hits, I will check work. Sometimes we have to start at 9:15. But if it starts a little later, I'll cheat, y'all. I'll stay with you a little bit longer. Let's see. It said, okay, Caveman says Mandalorian is supposed to return to his bounty hunter business and training Grogu along the way. Well, I mean, I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. Season 3 was just, yeah, like, let's just put it this way. We all watched it, but like the family wasn't always fired up to watch the next episode. It's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Do we have to watch 2 tonight, Dad? I'm like, well, we don't have to, but if we do, we get it out of the way. She says, I follow you. Mary, yeah, I just went followed you, girl. Excuse me. Followed you, girl. What up, Huck? What up, Planet Mondo? Just kicking and grinning. Man, you are a graphic master. I should talk to you off cam, man. See if we can work up some, get your opinion on my lame ass graphics here. I'm so limited in my skills. Mondo. Tiana, send me a request. I'll approve it right away. I can't wait for your Hall of Fame tomorrow night. Thanks, Tiana. Me too. I don't know what's going to happen. Rob's, and yeah, it was called it was just called Werewolf. Chuck Connors. Oh, was the big bad guy. Great effects on TV show. I think it was on Fox. Wow. Totally missed that. How did I miss that? Werewolf. I'm gonna be like sniffing around about that now. Okay. Mary, I love finding more women in the movie community. Yes, I do as well. Are you going to get Upgrade in 4K? Upgrade's a great movie. Yeah, I'll probably eventually get that. A lot of things when they first come out, it's just like super expensive. And if I already have the title in my collection, I'm not in a super hurry, especially if I haven't been like, I've been really wanting to watch Upgrade a lot, so I better go out and get it. I just have too many movies. So, but yeah, I do plan on upgrading Upgrade. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Upgrade, that's a very fun, fresh thing. And that guy, acting like he doesn't know what his body's doing. Like his face is like this, but his body is just like whooping ass. That was really extremely good acting. Like that was good. If you guys see the movie, you know what we're talking about. I was able to check out Sisu last week. Awesome movie. Look at that. I already got some thumbs up for that. Wednesday was awesome. Bummed Ortega supposedly won't be in Scream 7. Look, she's just such a hot commodity now. She probably can't do it all. Tony saying, hey, you said it. I'm mostly on Facebook. Do you happen to be there? Do you like the Disney cartoon Tailspin? I haven't seen Tailspin. However, I did love DuckTales. We watched the new DuckTales, the one that's got Doctor Who, David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck. Come here, Laddie. He was great. And then what was the Glomgold? Oh my God, Glomgold. He's like his nemesis. And that cartoon was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like we watched it. The whole family watched that because we always try to find new things to watch together. And Brooke, my daughter, came up with that one. And man, it was so good. When something's really good, when the whole series is over, we all clap. And not intentionally, just we'll just start clapping. And that got a clap. We watched Gravity Falls. That got a clap. Owl House, that's another one she introduced to us. So those are things on the Disney cartoon side we've been enjoying. Saying, hey, as I need to finish Wednesday at some point. So episode 1, thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, keep going. Let us know what you think. For Disney Plus shows, my top 3 would be Hawkeye, WandaVision, and Loki. Plus, love the first 2 seasons of Mando. Didn't bother. Yeah, I like those too. Like nobody throws Hawkeye up there, but Hawkeye was like my second favorite. I thought Hawkeye was great. It was like this great little, Bond kind of adventure thing. And it just surprised me more. Like Winter Soldier, Falcon was all right. Loki, the only reason I would put Loki also at number 3, like how you have it, I don't know if that's your order of preference. Ours was WandaVision, mine, then Hawkeye, and then Loki, because Loki's last episode blew it for me. It was just it all led up to this great adventure, led up to just a big fat talk fest between them and Kang. I was just like, okay, is this how we're ending this? Is with just tons of exposition? Because that's what you're doing. You're ending it with just a big exposition episode. And I was bored. Party Ninjas. Whoa, what's going on, man? Look at that. You got 2 heads in there. It's hilarious. I'm really waiting on the next season of The Boys. Yeah, see, I love The Boys. I love The Boys. Do you believe that 13 is an unlucky number? Nah, not really. I think it's kind of a cool number. In fact, I love when Friday the 13th rolls around as Friday the 13th. Like I get super giddy on that day. I'm like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Because of all the good horrorness. No, in fact, I don't know why it's not on floors. I'd be like hitting that 13 button all the time. Like, can we be on the 13th floor? Because no one else would be there, right? Because they're all superstitious. You can just run around, have your take of the floor. Unless all these other weirdos like me that like 13 were all just just running around the floor. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. I don't use my Facebook. I know, like I used to use Facebook a lot, but like even when I advertise all my shows on Facebook, I get like 2 likes on them. So I've completely stopped, to be honest. It just felt like a waste of time to advertise over there. Okay, let me speed up. Oh my gosh. All right. So Saved by the Bell, we get a reboot. Yep. All right. Lowdown's here. What's up, buddy? What's going on, everyone? Punch that like button. All right, now we're gonna put a pin in that because I do want to finish up. Let's see, we did all right, let us do the next one here. We're gonna pop me in the box. Hurt. Hey y'all. And then we're gonna do some quick box office stuff for you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do it. All right, so the box office for the weekend, because it's close to 9 o'clock. I want to give you tons of good, fresh content here. Fast X was number 1 at 67 mil. Rumor has it that was supposed to do a little bit better in the 70s, but it got 67. Guardians only fell 47%. Now watch this. So the percentages are the key. So if you look at Mario, the reason Mario is still crushing it is it's only dropped 23%, even in that third position. That's how things keep going. And that's why it's in the $1 billion club. And Guardians is only in the 47. That's awesome too. Anything less than 50 is really good. So the more you drop, the more you disappear, or the faster you disappear. So look, even John Wick, I mean, still percentage wise is doing quite good. But Fast X next week will be the real tell. So here we go. Pop that up for you. So it made 67 mil at the box office. Let me know, are you guys fans of this? Did you go out and see it? If you did, was it just a mess? Was it a train wreck? Was it like exactly what you were expecting? I mean, look at that. It's just the whole cast is there, you know? I don't know. This franchise does not excite me. I've never been a huge fan of this, especially when 9 came out. I was like, oh my God, 9 was just busting things through buildings and landing in another building, and then the homeboys in space. Although, let's face it, that was kind of hilarious, if not kind of stupid, but it was pretty funny. And did one guy actually make the joke, like, we're actually homeboys in outer space? Because that was an actual movie. It's called Homeboys in Outer Space. All right, and look, let's pop it up. Here it is, Guardians 3, y'all. Doing very well. Domestically, we got us about 266 mil so far. International's 393, sitting pretty at that 660 mil. And, you know, I think it can get into the 800s, hopefully. Well, maybe. I think it'll be between that 750 and 8, maybe. Yeah, I hope it keeps cranking along. The reason it's going to be hard is because of all the bangers that are coming out very shortly. However, let's look at Mario here. Mario's box office, much healthier. But look, this is the biggest family movie of the year. It's a safe movie. It's very non-offensive. It's fun. It's playful. Adults who enjoy playing the game have been enjoying it. My wife liked it enough. She's like, it was okay. And then my daughter loved it, and I liked it. Like, I really liked it. So there's all these like varying degrees, but I'm sure there's people that have hated it. That's fine too, but I don't know what they would have been expecting though, going to this movie. Let's see, where am I looking? Oh, yeah. I just realized it's over there. But yeah, so I don't know. It's cranking along. All right. And what to expect coming out this weekend? Well, here comes the competition, y'all, to knock X down and Guardians down. That is our lovely Little Mermaid live action. Halle Bailey. Of course, instantly you want to say Halle Berry. Halle Bailey, or is it Haley? Is it Haley or Hallie? I haven't heard her say her name. A lot of times you got to sort of wait and hear the person say their name. Like everyone kept saying Kim Basinger for the longest time. And then Kim went on a talk show and she said her name out loud, Kim Basinger. And I'm like, so as soon as the actor says their name, that's how I know to start calling them. And it's weird because Sarah Michelle Gellar, everywhere calls her that, but she said on a talk show, it's actually pronounced Gellar. But no one says that still. It's still just Geller. So that's one where I'm not changing it because it didn't seem like anybody cared. So all right, thanks a lot. Sarah Michelle Gellar, everyone. And then it's like, oh, even the host didn't care. But here we go. This is the big competition, The Little Mermaid. Look at Melissa McCarthy looks incredible as Ursula. Like, I'm excited to see these performances. I think it's visually going to look stunning. I always loved The Little Mermaid. That's kind of the movie that reinvigorated Disney. Let's not kid ourselves. Disney was not a hot product. They were pretty crappy. They were close to bankruptcy as far as their movie department went. And along came this Little Mermaid, and it did well, and it reinvigorated Disney's name and brand. and it hasn't stopped. They had to sort of work their way back in and bring us things like Aladdin and Lion King and look at that, what else? All the ones. I even loved Princess and the Frog. That was fantastic. But yeah, so here it is. What do you guys think? Anybody excited to go see this? And the thing is, I'm not like, I want to see, here's the thing. I want to see this movie. It's not urgent on my must see list, but I would love to see this film. Just to see. All right. So that is what is happening in the world of box office. I'm going to give you one more tasty morsel of something that I've personally recently enjoyed, and I want to share it with you guys. And that is this. This is Michael J. Fox's movie, Still. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love Michael J. Fox. He's so great. I did my portion of the Collectors Club in picking 80s. It was a TV themed episode, and we all picked an actor or producer or something from television to spotlight. And my spotlight was Michael J. Fox. And I tell you, this guy is one of a kind. The guy has Parkinson's, right? And, he's shaky and it's debilitating, right? But he never looks pathetic. And I mean that in just a technical sense. He doesn't look like woe is me. In fact, he even says in the thing, I don't want anyone to be woe is me towards me. And he's always got a joke. He's always got a smile, even when he falls. This is a great line. Look, I'll share a line to sort of excite you. So he's got a trainer that helps him physically, how to move and how to compensate. But Michael still has, I think he and I have something similar where it's just that this innate energy to constantly be moving. And I want to share something, the reason this means a lot to me. And I'm going to give you this in just a second. I'll go full screen with this. But Michael, he's always moving, and he's still a guy that likes to move, even though he needs to slow down. When he moves too fast, that's when he falls. And so they come out of the hotel they were in with the training, and they pass this girl, and she says hi and he says hi. And then he falls and like a shoe comes off and everything. And then she goes, oh, are you okay? And he said something like, oh, what was it? Like, oh, sorry, you stopped me in my tracks, or I fell for you, or something like that. And like, here he is laying on the ground, and he just throws a joke at him. The girl kind of giggles and goes and helps him up. And that's why I love Michael J. Fox. It's that, not just all of his acting and stuff like that, but and because of that, so I'm going to give you a little something that happened to me early on in my acting career. Hang on, let me just put these up. Wait, that's not the right one. There we go. So I did a Shakespeare play. And look, I want to preface this by saying I'm not a Shakespeare fan, or certainly I wasn't at the time. I didn't understand the dialogue. I didn't get that whole Shakespeare speak. And I auditioned for Taming of the Shrew. And mind you, not a small part, the lead of the movie, the play, Petruchio. And I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I just love auditioning, so I'm gonna go audition for it. But I will not get this part because I don't even understand what I'm reading. I ended up getting the part, and it was a battle for me to do well, because here I am, like, I'm reading the lines, and everyone else is kind of, when you're rehearsing, everyone's kind of talking off to the side and doing that, and you're doing your lines and your breakdown. And I felt like I was reading my lines and I knew what I was reading, I was not getting. And no one caught the fact that I didn't get it. And I sort of lost it. I've never been to a temperamental actor, but I thought, oh my God, these people don't even know I'm going to ruin this play. And the director came up to me off the side. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, why did you pick me? I don't know what I'm saying. And he goes, look, I know you can do this. And I'm going to give you the weekend. I want you to go home. I want you to learn all the stuff. And if you come in Monday and you don't feel comfortable, we'll figure something out. Right. And I'm like, okay. So that was like a nice little talk to don't blow it. Right. So, and I couldn't let him down. I couldn't let the cast down. And there was some weird thing that happened. I started learning all this Shakespeare dialogue, and they teach you to learn. Don't learn it in order. Go jump around the script and learn the big paragraphs first, because that'll be easier. And then you just fill it in with the lines. I'm like, that's a weird way to do something. And by the end of that week, not only did I get every single word that I was saying, but that Monday you were supposed to be off book. And I was the only actor off book. And then I was getting pissed at all the other people who knew Shakespeare weren't off book. I'm like, why are you still on your book? So that was a very special time for me to have nailed that and then to have conquered that. So this was a review that our play got. And I'm just going to read what this person, his name is Alan Rayburn. He talks about the play. He enjoyed the play. And then this is the review that I got. This is when you sweat it out because you see all these, oh, I'm going to get a terrible review. So it says here, Petruchio, here played by a boyish Brian Huckabee. And by the way, I looked young for a long time. I was like probably 29, 30, and I looked like 19. It says Petruchio, here played by boyish Brian Huckabee, nimble-footed and exuding an attitude reminiscent of Michael J. Fox's Alex on Family Ties. So that is it. That's the review. And so you have no idea how much that meant to me. So to get someone to say something like that about someone I've looked up to as a performer, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not trying to show that to be all braggadocious. I'm just trying to show you how sort of a person like that, when somebody compares you to a person like that, and then you see this person continue to be something special, it only gives me kind of like the will to keep being a good person, as best I can. So anyway, sorry, I kind of got off on a tangent, probably got a little emo on everybody there. So, but I hope you enjoyed that story. I don't know how much further I'm going to get. So let me do a little something here while I got y'all on. Hopefully I didn't like draw everybody away. It's like, oh, it's a story about acting. Let's get out of here. All right. So give me a second here because I'm popping up work, y'all. And there's barely anybody there right now. Let's see. Here it is. Just checking the work time. Okay, let's see. Hi, all. Excellent. All right. It's going to be a little later. So we can play around, y'all. We can play a few more minutes later. Sweet. Okay, good. Now I don't feel the rush to suddenly shut her down. No one who loves Indiana Jones wants the movie to suck. I know. We do. We love it. I hope it's great. Very true. Oh, sorry. Saw an excellent revenge movie last night, Becky. Oh, yeah, it does look pretty wicked. The sequel, Wrath of Becky, comes out in a few weeks and looks phenomenal. My highest recommendation, folks. All right. Ken says Indy 5 will probably be fine, but it won't be great like it deserves to be. That's probably where it's going to land. Yeah. I mean, I just think that its greatness is when Harrison is young and can do the things that you want a thrill-seeking adventurer to do. At 80, like, I mean, look, I get he loves that character, doesn't want anyone else playing it. But personally, I think this is a prime. Once he says goodbye to this character, then he should allow the character. Like, Disney needs a much better show on their channel. They're just, I don't know. I'm almost to the point where I don't care about Disney anymore. I feel like canceling Disney Plus. I'm losing interest in all their shows. But if they dropped an Indiana Jones series, like put a younger one in there, that would be so much fun because then it could be between like the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles and maybe that first Indy movie. And I think it's a good character to do that with. And look, they paid for it. I mean, just because Harrison says no one else can do it, well, they own it. And they can do anything they want with it. So I think you can honor him by giving him one less movie. But, it's, look, we get a Lego Indiana Jones game. That was fun as hell. Did you guys ever play that? Lego Indiana Jones? Me and my wife played that a ton, y'all. It was on PS2. That was fun. Look, and, that was a different indie, sort of, kind of. Gary, add it to my watch list. Sounds good. Look at it. Everybody's adding it. Ken. Tiana. Ken. The king of the swap meet. Mr. Nichols sent me here. Cheers, mate. Jesus Hernandez. I was going to say Jesus. I'm going to say Jesus. Welcome. Tell Mr. Nichols thank you for sending you over. I hope you're having a good time watching the morning show. He's one of the good ones, man, as I like to say with my written impression. Just stopping in to say good morning. Hey, buddy. Say have a good one. Movie fan says, that's what I'm worried about, Ken. It should be great. We'll see. Caveman says, couples night. trivia. Sue and Mama Blu-ray, Ken and Michelle, Coco and her man. I had one like that. Oh, Caveman, we got to get you on there. I see what you're doing. We did have Ken and Michelle and Coco and Brian on when I did the Valentine's show. So they've definitely battled in that capacity before. But if you two are, there it is, Brian and Coco too. I will have to think of another way to sort of do a couple thing and introduce maybe a different coupling. Caveman hug. Yeah, there it is. Just said that. Did that for Valentine's Day. Good morning. That was a fun one too, man. Ken was part of that with the Valentine's show. Super fun. Campea killed himself for years for a bunch of toxic movie nerds. If he's able, why not retire and release himself of that noise? And I'm sure, yeah, dude, I know, right? It's like the whole fandom thing, and it's funny, Ken. We're all probably experiencing it too. Even with ours, like this movie collecting community was something way different than it is now. Like we've all exploded into this community of sharing and being on each other's channels and stuff like that, and more fans are coming to the shows and this and that, and now we're getting toxic fandom. It's a very fascinating thing to see birth, this whole toxic fandom thing. So, and John, yeah, he gets a lot of people that like what he does, and then there's people that just crap on everything he says. But look, if I didn't like him, I wouldn't pop him on and listen to him. So yeah, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say other than I miss the fact that I wish he was still doing the morning show. I don't know why. Like, if you're leaving, I don't know, just keep it on. I mean, he claims it's costing him money, but I don't know. Alert, the Superman 4K in the box set is missing the 70mm track. Say what? In order to get that, you need to buy the 2018 standalone. Okay, well, I do have that. So, and Superman the movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, if not one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. So I tend to keep all my pieces of Superman. So I'm happy to have the Blu-ray set. I'm keeping that because it has the Brandon Routh movie in it. And I'm keeping that one you're talking about because of that, which you've just blown my mind with. John Doe Juggalo, hi. For future trivia, I want to be on with Nerdy Film Girl and my killer podcast, if at all possible. I know you love trivia. I'm trying to get some fresh faces on there right now, but we'll see what we can do there. I wish Apple TV, yeah, by the way, that Michael J. Fox thing is on Apple TV. I wish it was on either Prime or Netflix, so it had a little bit more outreach, because I can't champion that film enough. It'll make you feel good. And boy, the backstage footage they found for Still, that's going to blow your mind. I was just like, it's not recreated, right? It's not a recreated stuff of those producers going, we should pick Michael J. Fox. It's like they recorded all that stuff live in the day. Now, there is some, like, for recreational purposes, there's some Michael J. Fox body doubles for story purposes. And it's all silhouette. Like, it's never the face. Like the stand-in, you never see the face. It's all silhouette. It shows the hand and the finger shaking like that, because that was the first tell, is his little finger would just start wigging out, and that kind of thing. So that performer does a lot of that stuff. But everything is from the time. It's incredible. It's incredible. I wish Apple TV Plus would put stuff on Blu-ray they have, like Oscar-winning, After All. P.S. I thought Mando was boring too. Yeah. Like Apple TV had Coda. Oh my God! If you guys haven't seen Coda, that was a fantastic film. When that won Best Picture, I was happy with that choice, because that is a feel-good freaking movie. That is a good movie. That is a good movie. Sorry. Hello. Oh, I'm gonna check my time. See, time just flies. It's already 9:15. Hey, Huck, have a good day. Got to get back to work. Cinema Man, have a good day, sir. Although you've probably already gone back to work. Going for the Shazam Steelbook and maybe the Walmart edition, Crank and Creed 3. Get it, Tony, get it. I'll be looking for your video later. Ken says, I always liked Rob because he would stick up for physical media. I know, when John would trash it. Yeah, they were yin and yang, man. In fact, when I even applied for John's thing, I had a feeling I'm not going to get picked because I'm a physical media fan. And he's just like, oh, one of those people, right? Because he just doesn't like physical media. He's all digital now. And Rob even has a physical media show that he does. His are really long too. Like you guys, Ken. What'd you do? 4 hours plus again last night? Oh, good Lord. How you do it, man? I don't know. Tony does it. Tony, you need sleep, son. Why you guys put Tony through that? Tony, he's got to get up at 4:30. I know you say you're tired. Tony's going to stick it through. See, he's a good guy. He's never going to say he can't hang. But man, let's get Tony to bed at a good time. Tony needs sleep. We don't need Tony groggy. A groggy Tony's not a good Tony. Venture Brothers is cool. Johnny Quest remake. Yeah. I remember that. Flintstones, Jetsons were my fave. Love those too. At Mega Mike, he says, he asked me to do a Collectors Club segment, and I plan to film it this week. Nice. Thanks, dude. Oh, that's going to be fun to see. So there y'all go. There's a little insight of someone you may or may not see. The burden of fame, Huck, burden of fame. I know, right? Stuff. We are one. What's up, Mega Mike? Huck, never answer my message. What? Huck never answer my messages? Did I miss something? I feel like I've been clicking on everything and saying your name. What messages? Have you sent me one? I'm sorry. Hang on, y'all. We're going to do this live. Did you Instagram me? Again, this is all like so many things to keep track of. You guys are so good, such good multitaskers. But I'm going to look. Ken, I'm looking. I'm seeing. I'm looking. So where? I don't see any new thing. I'm looking live right now on Instagram. I've read everything you've said. Anyway, I'm sorry if I missed something. I will start looking for every Ken message in the universe. There it is right there. It's Kenny Levels. You're way down there. And I don't see any new messages. So I'm not sure what I missed there, buddy. But I feel like I've been reading all your stuff. Guardians 3 was awesome. I agree. Jesus says the Pope's Exorcist is awesome. Ooh, that looks super creepy. I skipped all of Mando season 3 so far. Mr. Magoo, Mick Barker, with Jim Backus from Gilligan's Island. Kate Winslet's here. Babies need exposition. Movies and Trains says, I heard Fast X made over 300 worldwide. Nuts. Yeah, I mean, it may have made 67 here, but it crushed it. Yeah, it did good. Did good. Question is, what's its staying power? Tony, just talking about you. Did you get sleep, my friend? You were looking kind of tired. I hope you got plenty of sleep and you're firing on all cylinders. Caveman says, was thankful that they didn't go into space in Fast X. Well, that's because they already went into space. Saying hi, Tony. I switch back and forth between WandaVision and Hawkeye as being my fave, and Loki's the third. I think I'm with you on that. Tony waving. Hey to everybody. Okay. I like the morning mug. Ever consider doing movie reviews? You seem like an honest person. I do movie reviews. I've done a lot. They don't tend to always get tons of views though, for some reason. I did all the Hitchcock. I went on a Hitchcock binge last year about this time. In fact, Ken, I'm giving you more talk, buddy. He did a Hitchcock theme month. And then I just sort of jumped on that with him and just couldn't stop. And so I did a review for all of those films. I do reviews right out of the theater. So if you're sub up to my channel, Jesus, you'll see I do out of the theater reviews. So I've done some for Guardians and Evil Dead Rise and Shazam, all those things. Like I try to do reviews right out of the thing. So I do pretty good amount of reviews. It's not probably a weekly staple, but if you'd like, I could try to do more reviews of just, movies I have on my shelf or something like that. Let me know. John Wick 4. I did a review for John Wick. Is still in the top 10. That's great. Yes, it is. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Yes, Tony, we are. Checking my time here. Hey, Tony. Sue says hi. She's leaving for the hunt. Sue, good luck. Find some gold. We know you will. Have a good day, Sue. Mama Blu-ray again. It's great seeing you last night. Mama Blu-ray. Hi, back to Sue. Don't try to convince Bob to watch Star Trek or Star Wars. I know, man. He was saying it. I'm not going to watch Lord of the Rings. I'm not going to watch Star Wars. Not going to watch Star Trek. Not going to. But he was like, no. Can you try it? You're like, look, a cinephile, you got to open up your viewing to other things that you may not be comfortable with. Give them a try. You might like it. No. I get it, Bob. Bob says, but if I see one, I have to keep going. No, that's the beauty. You don't have to keep going, Bob. You can just watch the first Star Wars. And if you don't like it, then just stop. There is no push that says you have to finish all three. But maybe by seeing the first one of each of those and you like it, you'll be happy to finish all three. That would be the hope from fans of those franchises that want you to like them. Star Trek, however, Bob, I would warn you, do not start with Star Trek the Motion Picture, as you will never want to watch another Star Trek movie because that is a very divisive film. It suffers in pace compared to the others. If you're going to start, you should start with Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, with Ricardo Montalban, who's amazing. And then if you don't like that one, don't keep going. And that's me as a fan. I would tell you, if you watch Star Trek 2, but you got to go in with the mind like, let's be open. Don't go in like you're going to hate it, because it is tough when you already don't want to see something and you go in like harumph, and then that's kind of part of your viewing pleasure. But if you can go in little open-minded and you like Star Trek 2, then there are some other good ones. They tend to be all the even numbered ones. As a heads up, the odd ones seem to ironically not be as good, except when you get to Star Trek The Next Generation Nemesis, which is considered number 10X. It is not that great. It's the one even numbered one that sort of doesn't fit that discussion. All right, Fish. All right, wait, I got 10 minutes then, and then I got a bit, well, actually less 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Tony, did you get some sleep last night? See, Tony, we're worried about your health, buddy. 2 hours. Tony, 2 hours. Guys, you got to let Tony go to bed. Hey there. Back to work for me. Enjoy your day. I can just hear Tony cracking open a Red Bull. Although, he doesn't do that. He's got a temple. He's treating that body like gold, so that means he's got to just go off of like Gatorade or something. But good luck, Tony. Hope you find the juice, bruh. Restaurant is open, so I'm off. Hope the entire gas gang is a fantastic Blues Day Tuesday. Thanks, Fish. Talk to you soon. Care less about live action Little Mermaid, but that's just me. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not super ready to go out, but I would like to see what it looks like. Jeez, Huck, you murdered. I know. I know. I lost it. It's one of those right as I was middle of saying it. I know. Sorry. I did sort of, yeah. And it was in my head perfect. And then I got to, I'm like, oh, wait, how did he say it? Anyway, but that's the good thing. Now you can watch it and see what it's supposed to sound like from a pro like Michael J. Fox. I would have loved to have seen you in Shakespeare play. Thank you. Oh, lovely review. Frame it. I should. Having acted myself, I know what that means. That was an awesome thing. Yay. Thank you. Still need to check out Still, no pun intended. I definitely want to watch it though. It's so good. Michael J. Huck. Oh, thanks. Mid-level laughing his ass off with Michael J. Huck. Indy 5 should be done like Bubba Hotep. Oh, Lord, you just lost Ken. Put him in the nursing home fighting evil. Nope, Ken's done. He's out. Nope. Hopefully Indy doesn't get a hip replacement. A hip replacement. Indiana Jones and the search for a hip. I'm 54 and couldn't do what Indy does. I know. I got you. I'm pleasantly surprised. I like the show. Thanks, Bishop. Well, thanks, Jesus. I'm happy you're here. Please come back next week. I'm down for another trivia night. Oh, wait, you said fresh faces. I'm aging like milk. But thing is, you can always get a fresh jug of milk. So maybe if you take a shower, take some of that age off. Unless you're Mandy Patinkin from Alien Nation. And then aged milk is quite good. Wow, that was a deep cut. Some of you know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to have to wrap this up soon, guys. Hang on. Mr. Huck, what days do you have these shows, sir? I always do these Tuesday morning. My morning show is every Tuesday morning to get people out and about when they go out for Blu-ray hunting. So be here every Tuesday. Sub and hit that bell. Nice. Digging it. All right, so as we're leaving, where are we at? We got 26 likes, almost got, and we got 30 people still in here because I know you're coming and going, which is really great because I know people are coming in and going out. And so it sort of maintained that nice number. Appreciate that. Mega Mike says the first Star Trek is my favorite Star Trek movie. Just feels the most like Star Trek to me, with a focus on exploration rather than action. And I really like the ending. Yeah, it's a good Star Trek movie. And it also feels like the most like a big theatrical movie. It feels big. But if you're not a fan, I think it's a harder one to love. Have a great day, everyone. She's heading out. Great. Same to you. All right. Fantastic. We've hit the bottom. This always brightens my day. Thank you, sir. Before I go into work on Tuesday, thank you so much. All right. So I'm just going to check real quick if I missed any of my little stories. I think I got them all. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the new graphics, all the story. Sorry if I butchered any jokes. Ken, well, let's just talk offline, just talk to each other. I don't know what I missed on you, bud, but I'm sorry if I missed anything huge. But guys, that is going to do it for today. I got to get going, but I appreciate everybody coming out as always every Tuesday morning before you head out for your big old Blues Day Tuesday. It means a lot that you're here. I really appreciate it. But, get out there, make it a great day. Say hey to a stranger, see what they do. Sometimes it freaks them out. Sometimes, my wife and daughter always says, you can make friends with anybody. I'm like, well, you just got to talk to them. So, maybe if you see somebody that it looks like they need a hello, give them one. All right. That's my advice for today. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for checking out the show. As always, I am Huck. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to check out Bob's Blu-rays tomorrow night, as I will be on his Hall of Fame. It's going to be a great show. And if you missed the Collectors Club Sunday night, please go check that out as well. All right, y'all, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one.